just 23 hours, 32 minutes and 14 seconds away from crowning your Celebrity Big Brother champion. I'm kind of excited and sad at the same time. Excited and sad? Yo! It's a bit like that. There's a couple of people up the stairs. We'll talk about them in a minute, though. Now, we might be nearing the end of the series, but that does not mean that we are scrimping on talent. The celebrity producers still had a £1 note left in their back pocket, so they have gone all out for you this evening. First up, a lady who knows exactly what it takes to win Celebrity Big Brother, because that's exactly what she did 12 months ago. It's all-round Geordie Lass, Charlotte Crosby. Next up, two people that you'll already be pretty familiar with. They've been keeping us entertained for the past 23 days, but for the last 24 hours, they had to entertain themselves. We got two for the price of one. It's the Victies, Ricky and Lauren. And finally, they have done X Factor, they have done Eurovision. Tonight, they are doing Bots. They are Celebrity Big Brother's very own Chuckle Brothers and have inspired my hair tonight. It's Jedward! Look, 5! It's the most people I've ever had on the panel, I think, for me. 5 of you. Yay! Now, we're going to talk about tonight's show, but before we do that, we must ask Ricky, what have your first 24 hours been like out of the house?
Good. I got to see Jay and a few of the lads, and we got a bit more last night, do you know what I mean?
You got a bit mortal last night.
Yeah, and carried it on to the early hours of all day nearly.
Living up to that Geordie reputation.
Exactly.
Lauren, how was the night for you?
Yes, it's strange, kind of coming out the house and seeing people. No. But it's been a busy day with a work day today, so I've been very busy.
Yeah.
So I've stayed off the drink today. Woo!
Yeah.
I've also had a birthday.
Now, obviously, last night, interview felt a little bit uncomfortable between the two of you. Did you manage to chat last night?
Yeah, definitely.
Sort out your differences?
There wasn't any differences at all. I think with a double interview, it's quite difficult to...
Ricky, what's that little...
No. Stop putting me on the spot. No, we spoke last night, and I think obviously we'll speak again properly when there's no drink involved. But
everything's okay between the two of you?
Yeah.
Made up?
Good.
Happy?
Yeah.
Good! OK, well then let's talk about the show we just watched. We saw the housemates take part in Big Brother's panel show. Oh my goodness, that was a whole lot of fun, wasn't it? Fun for us watching like this. Oh no! Not so much fun for those involved. Thankfully, we have a couple of them here with us tonight so we can talk about it. Charlotte, do you think they could have taken the game any more seriously?
Like, for a second, I thought I wasn't watching Big Brother anymore. It was like the Hunger Games.
Oh, was it?
It was like every man for themselves. I felt like if there was weapons involved, someone would have been dead. Like, it was really bad. Like, I can't believe how serious they take it. Like, when I was in Big Brother, everyone had a laugh and we just went with it. Whereas this one, when you watch it, you can see it's a competition. You can see it's a game because everyone talks about that so much.
Yeah, there is a lot of competition in there. There's been lots of arguments as well, which there was kind of bickering in your year, but it wasn't continuously kind of like it has been this series. Now, the nominations round was pretty revealing. Lauren, what did you think of James' reason for nominating you?
Right, James. I've learnt a lot being outside the house in the last 24 hours and stuff, and exactly what I thought of him has just been proved right. I don't dislike James, but watching that, he makes me laugh. But he does say to me, "You're popular, you're competition, I'm going to stir it up." And I just feel like, OK, how do I take that? But that is James Wover. I think sometimes he says things and I'm so honest, I'm this, I'm that, but he doesn't actually believe it. I think he's just playing a massive game.
Let's move on to Jedward. Boys, you have been in the final week. What is it like in there during that time?
Yeah, the final week in Big Brother is crazy because everybody wants to win. Everybody's been already in there for like 2 weeks, so...
It's like you don't want to forget anything because you've been in the house for so long. It's like being in a hotel room.
You're trying to cherish every single moment. You're trying to take it all in going, this is my last week. And like everybody inside...
It's like, can I take this toaster with me?
Like, what can I do to make such an impact that I could win the show? Or, yeah, everyone kind of, I don't know, you appreciate it a lot more in the last week because you've already been there and you take some things for granted. But then the last week, you're like, all right, there's 1 week left. Here we go. Let's do it.
Do you know what?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
For the first time ever, you exactly knew what you were talking about, and I understood it all. Jedward have grown up!
I think we grew up like 5 years ago.
I'm so proud! Now, the quickfire round got pretty heated, especially between Dee and Audley. Charlotte, who do you think was in the right?
I don't think anyone was in the right and anyone was in the wrong. I really love both of them. Like, I would want either of them to win. And I think Dee maybe, sometimes be nasty to Gary, but I feel like anyone who was living with him might sometimes feel the need to snap because you've only got, like, so much you can take before you get angry. I can totally see where you were coming from. But then I think Audley for nominating Dee, at the end, you have to scrimp and scrape, don't you, to find reasons for people. And that's just probably what he was doing.
I think, you know, as James said, everybody in there thinks the same thing. I know Audley kind of thinks slightly differently, but not all of the housemates can be wrong. We obviously watch that hour and he's very entertaining, but to live with, it obviously gets quite a bit at times.
I don't think I could deal with it.
But for us, how amazing has he been? I mean, he's been fascinating. Going away from Gary a minute and back to these two, Dee and Audley, what did you all think about that situation?
Yeah! Dee doesn't listen to understand. Yeah? No, she listens to respond, and she responds in a negative, derogatory way. And James is following suit. I mean, let's be real. You've got 3 celebrities in there. Yeah, Dee's not one of them. So at the end of the day, Adele, Audley, and Gary, final 3. Hopefully Adele to win.
Because you have your hand up so lovely.
I think Audley has a bit of compassionate bone in his body.
Yeah.
You know, he tries to understand Gary.
He does. He's quite rational in his thinking with everything, really, not just with Gary.
So what I think is, Dee tends to sort of go off the handle at Gary. She doesn't realise, well, she does realise that she's doing it. What you need to remember is Gary has came from America. He doesn't realise, or well, he's came here trying to figure out all the different accents of the group, you know. Plus with his brain injury, and he's also deaf. It's a bit hard.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine, actually, because I'm not in his situation. Should we have a look at what's been happening this morning? Yeah! Here we go.
Nice cuddle. Yay. Yay.
You two look like you're really passionate out.
What?
You two look like you're really passionate out.
Yeah. Does passion out mean?
We've had sex 4 times, we just don't take that long and we don't make that much noise.
You were dreaming, weren't you?
We keep it conservative. Sex shouldn't be for fun.
To come, I'm going to be taking your calls in the phone room with Lauren and Jedward.
Everybody get excited.
Hopefully, nothing will go wrong. Now, Ricky and Lauren, it has been a totes emotion end to tonight's show. All the finalists were celebrating. You guys, obviously not there, you poor things. But look, we love you. We're here for you. Let's have a little group hug. Come on, get up. See in a bit, I'm just going to keep hugging the boobs. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brothers, but on the side. I think I see a goose.
I hear you. I love you. You're safe.
Thanks, Goosey. OK, it's time now for the final time this series to welcome the wonderful Diane Udale. So, you are a life coach extraordinaire. I feel like I'm stuck in my cables tonight.
Do you want any help over there?
The celebrities are coming out in the next 24 hours. So, we want to know what the future holds for them, and if you could sit down with them, what you would advise them to do as a life coach.
Right, if they were sat there right now, of course, let me just clarify, coaching is very much about your professional life and your career for the now, for the future, whereas psychotherapy, which is also what I do, is about the deep stuff, the stuff that hurts. But with Gary, if we start with him with coaching...
with life coaching.
We're going with the coaching, absolutely. Now, Gary, his USP may have been everything that he's been doing in there to irritate everybody else. We don't know, because he's so gifted as an actor, whether he's used some of those inflections and things that he does as a way of just creating a little bit like these little bombs he's dropping by, being unclean or whatever. That's by the by. Coaching-wise, I'd just say to him, if Arnie and Clint can squeeze a couple of films out in their 8th decade, why can't our Gary? Can you imagine? Come on, Hollywood, give him the call, because at his level, you don't go for script read-throughs, you don't go for tests down the camera, they just give you the call.
Yeah.
And it would just be so lovely if we see in the next 10 years him in a really good blockbuster. He's like, he was just down the road, he's our Gary from Boreham Wood. It'd be brilliant.
Maybe the next Expendables movie.
Yeah.
They're all in that, aren't they? All those.
We'll wheel them out.
Hollywood men.
Exactly.
OK, Audley, let's move on to him.
Out of everybody in the house, Audley would be the least needing life coaching. He's got his personal life potted off quite nicely, we know that. So then you'd look at his career. But he's an athlete for the last 20, 30 years who'd have woke up every day with sports therapy, sports coaching, where NLP and coaching is very much part of...
Dedication, determination, focus.
Absolutely. But the one little gem he did help us see as an insight into the world of fighting is a lot of it's down to promoters and managers and agents, hence his conversation with Kelly. So as brilliant as he may be, or become even more as a fighter, which is very, very coachy to say, we don't know how his success will pan out, and he knows it because it's down to the other people, the politics within the industry as well. It's part of this industry too. Many industries are the same, so we have to put that with a little pinch of salt.
OK. What about Edel?
Edel's been very brave, we know this. Sometimes people like to go very public when big transitions are happening in their life because, oddly enough, it supports them. In terms of, she's like Tiger Mum.
Sometimes it's just nice to have a different change of scenery, or just to do something totally different to what you normally would have done.
And I think she's done that, but also if the transition in her life is happening as she's spelling out, she will need to be making a bed for her babies. So it's like Tiger Mum in reverse. It's not about the children, it's about her creating that safety for them. Her home life is where you can spring from every single day, where you're safe, secure, protected and refreshed to create that safety for your children. She has the talent and grit because she's worked hard within the industry, within her talents frame, to be good enough to do a lot more in the industry, and she knows that, and that's why she's gone in, and why Dee was so surprised during that conversation about the kind of it wasn't scheming at all. That's her industry, this is what she does, and this is how she knows she can regain profile, and she's done so well.
What would you say to James?
It's behind you. It's like panto, isn't it? He needs a big sequin wooden spoon at the moment. Having said all of that, in terms of coaching, again, personal life potted off, great person to work with. He is very interesting because he has a brilliant mind. He's gone in there with a game plan. He's gone in to create tension wherever he can, because he's good at it. He would need to learn more humility. He showed it briefly with Lauren, but a lot more would be needed. That's the only negative or unresourced behaviour that I've seen him use in there.
We did see that soft side to him as well.
Absolutely.
When he had the letters from home.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have to say, I always cry at letters from home.
Yes.
And this time, the only person I cried at was James.
Absolutely.
Because you have that really hard exterior and the defensive person.
Yeah.
And then you just see that softness come from him and that thing that he loves and that gets to him. And it just you know, you see that other thing that you haven't seen before.
Because we know a little bit about, we've seen Ola for a number of years, and we've actually developed some sort of relationship with the pair of them inadvertently as well. But, you know, he is good at punditry, again, coaching skills moving forwards. He's good on shows about entertainment or news or even hard politics, because he reads across the subjects. He uses his brain brilliantly. So he may be another Paxman in sequins. We don't know.
Now that I'd like to see in sequence. How about George?
George, I can put George and Dee moving forwards again together, because they've come from the new breed of real, as in documentary real, new stars that we're giving celebrated status, which is where the term celebrity comes from. Now, what does it say about us as an audience and the facility that Big Brother provides for these people to become our new celebrities? Well, it says a great deal. Dee could remain as she is, do the makeovers and all those other things which she'll probably enjoy, but at the same time go, oh, I just like being myself, which is what we love about her. But also another one with a really good social voice. If I was coaching her, I'd say, listen, go for the programmes whereby you can go on some of the harder news or, social affairs programmes, because we'll listen to your voice. We're already there already. And George, Geezer TV, beckons. He loves his clothes. He's got the voice of a whole group of men of his own age, and he's been unaffected by what's in there, and he's enjoyed the process. And he does, as Kelly said when she came out, he does wonderful one-liners. We've been all cracking up in there at some of the things that are going on just today until tomorrow, still within the house. So I think George has got a long way to go with this and within the world. But also, he's like Craig Phillips from the first series. He maintained his real job, his down-to-earth job. And if he does the two, then he's a real winner in some way.
Listen, tomorrow night, it's the final.
Yeah.
And somebody is going to be crowned winner.
OK.
Who do you think deserves it?
Well, normally in my role, I don't kind of say, because I like to keep very balanced and even, but I've already just effervesced about George. I'll take the fence from my arse, sorry, and I will say, if you want old-fashioned glamour and old Hollywood talent, your real old-fashioned celebrity is, of course, Gary. But I think George could take it.
For the final time this series, thank you so much. Diane Newdale, everybody. So that's who Diane thinks is going to win, but let's find out who Lauren Harries predicts. Remember, she predicted Helen would win in the last series, but she did get all of the others wrong.
Hello and welcome to my psychic flat. As I predicted Helen the winner of 2014, the civilian Big Brother, I'm here to tell you who is going to win Celebrity Big Brother. Now I'm going to do a psychic reading with my tea leaves. But first, I have to finish the tea. Even psychics have to have tea breaks, you know. Oh, the tea leaves. They're telling me the first one to go will be Edel, the most hated person. Is going to be Gary. Who will I be sex texting after the show? It's going to be James, a nice little bit of muscle. These tea leaves are now of no use to me, so I'm now going to use my love crystal. Shiny, shiny crystals. Who wants the crystals? Will Lauren and Ricky hook up in the house? They will, the dirty buggers. Gary, Frenchie and David. They will be the first to have a threesome. Will Gary hook up with anyone in the Big Brother house? No. God, low batteries. I must remember to get more. And my last prediction, I'm going to use self-hypnosis. Sleep, sleep. First, second, third, tell me. Third place will be Kelly. Second place will be Danny. D. I meant D. Why did you get it wrong, hypnosis? Snap out of it. They get it wrong sometimes. First place will be George.
So we're back in the phone room, and look who I've got manning the telephones this evening.
Thank you.
If you'd have cut to us a couple of seconds earlier, it was Mannequin here because none of us knew what we were doing. Anyway, we do now. Lauren, who's on line 1?
I have Frenchie on line 1.
Frenchie!
I have Britney
Hold on.
Spears.
Hi,
Oh, no, actually.
Frenchie.
Frenchie, how are you?
Hi, bitches. I'm good.
Oh, good. Listen, Frenchie, who would you like to see win tomorrow night?
I would love Gary to win because I think it's crazy and funny and amazing and fascinating, and I love him. So I'm Team Gary.
Team Gary. Frenchie, you're going to be back here tomorrow, aren't you?
Team Gary, bitches. What?
You're going to be back here tomorrow, aren't you?
The limo's on the
I will
way.
see you tomorrow to support Gary, yeah.
I want to know what you're going to be wearing.
Pink. I'm going to be wearing a pink dress and a pink bikini, and it would be sexy, and it would be plastic fantastic and pink and sexy and Bobby Matia, bitches.
Okay, Frenchie, I love you. Bye.
Au revoir.
I love you more.
We love you.
Care.
Bye. Stop pressing buttons on Frenchie, someone. John, who you got on your line?
I got McFly, McFlusted. I got them all here. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh no, serious, just kidding. I'm actually talking to Claire. Claire, what's going on, Claire? Woo!
Claire, are you there?
Claire, are you there? Because I'm ready to talk to you.
Claire?
Hey Claire, it's John. What's the story?
She's not there. Who have we got on line 3?
Yo, what's up, David?
What's going on, Jedward? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Are you excited about the final tomorrow?
I'm extremely excited.
How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm talking about 20. I'm going for a serious 20 there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
How'd you get the phone number?
What?
You just got it? Speed dial?
Bye.
Oh, he's gone.
David, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still
Who do
here.
you want to see win tomorrow?
I want the most elegant, sexy, and sophisticated housemate to win, and that is Dee, Birmingham's finest.
Yeah, love her. She's a
Really?
babe.
Tell us why, Dee.
Those
Why?
curves.
Because you know what? She's real. No games about her. She's not acting up for the camera.
And
She's
she's got
being
good
real.
hair.
And that's what I think the public
Yeah.
love, and that's what I certainly love. So come on, Dee. Do it for Birmingham. Do it for
Yes! Good job,
Come on.
David. Good choice.
David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace
See you
out,
later.
Birmingham.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow, that went smoothly, didn't it?
Yeah, very
That
well.
was seamless, that was.
What happened with my caller?
Who predicted that something might go wrong with Jedward in here?
Nothing.
Hey?
Never.
Hey?
It wasn't my fault. It was the phone's fault.
Although they have been very well behaved. But that...
You guys need to get new phones.
We do, don't we?
Yeah, like
We're
So
being
you
on
get
our
new
best
staff
behaviour
as
just
well.
for you, Emma.
I know you've been very good. Right, tomorrow sees the final 6 whittled down to 1. Who wins?
You decide at home. Get your votes in now. Vote!
Gary!
Oh, Gary, yeah.
This week, Audley, Dee, Edel, Gary, George and James all face the public vote. Who wins? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to win. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother Sit on the Side. The show that's just like Gary, rude. And by that, we mean raucous, unruly, disorderly, and extremely entertaining. We've had a great summer, haven't we? A great summer. Here's an exclusive.
When I was a little boy, about 7 or 8, we were in a restaurant. My family were on a vacation, and my father killed a fly. And I cried about that, the death of that fly for 5 hours.
5 hours?
Yeah, just that little fly was my friend. And he'd come land and look around, look at me, and we were having fun together. And when Dad took a newspaper and rolled it up and went wham on the wall. The fly was stuck on the wall. He was a dead fly. But it shows you the emotions that we really own, even when we're 70 years old, can go back to when we're 8 or 9 and feel that same emotion.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Your
crazy.
dad killed your mates?
Huh?
Your dad killed your friend?
Did he know he was your friend?
Was he a trained fly?
No. Was he what?
Was he house trained or?
No, they're in a restaurant.
They're in a restaurant.
Oh.
He was probably on the staff there at the restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, had a little hat on.
Food tester.
Hospitality.
Yeah, hospitality fly.
I could listen to his stories all day. Yeah! Even the ones about flies. Yeah. All the time. Now, it has been, as we've just said, one hell of a series, but tomorrow night it all comes to an end. Which... I could cry. Honestly. I get totes emotional. We'll be back, I think. I think we'll be back. I hope we'll be back. But the question everybody's asking is who is going to win. So, as ever, in the interest of fairness, we'll spend about 45 seconds on each housemate until we hear this noise. Then time's up, and we'll start with the next one. So, let's start off with Audley. Gracie's a fan. So he's had to fight a few battles in the house to get to the final. Ricky, do you think he's fought hard enough to win?
Obviously, he stepped up his game playing. Obviously, I think he cooks a lot around the house, and I think he wasn't really doing much the other day. So I think he copied James in the bit like, oh, I need to get a bit of screen time, I need to get a bit of, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do something during the day. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a lovely bloke and that,
Yeah.
but I think now it's getting near the final, people are starting to set up the games, and I think that's what he's done.
He's a sportsman, though, isn't he? Yeah. If he's in a game, he's going to want to win it, isn't he? Charlotte, do you think he's a worthy winner?
I like Audley. Yeah. I really like him. I don't think he's game playing just because he kooks. Yeah. Like I think he is a worthy winner.
Yeah. What do you? All right. Well, you've hardly said anything tonight. I know. I'm going to get to you. Right. Next up, it's Dee. So will Deirdre the Duchess be crowned Dee the Queen tomorrow night? Barbara?
Don't like her.
So you think no? Oh, is that it?
I like Dee as well. She's just come from nowhere. There's other people that are more
So you
worthy
don't
of
think
it.
that she deserves to win? Does
No,
anybody
I
think Dee
don't.
does deserve to win?
No. I think she makes a lot of tea for people. She's a mother figure that
Everybody says she's not a celebrity, but whoever goes on television is a celebrity.
Nowadays.
She has earned her right to be on there. The same as us. Have you ever been in the street and someone saws, I saw you on telly? You know, she's
But
earned
she's
her
not
right
a
to
nice
be there,
woman.
and she's doing a great job.
John and Edwards? Oh, I'm going to come to you now. Let's talk, funnily enough, Edel. She has been one of the quieter housemates, but boys, can she win it?
She can win it. Like,
She's
all
from
of the rich are
Ireland.
voting for her. They're, like, on the phones 24/7. Like,
I just hope Niall puts out a tweet and goes, vote for the Irish. Blah, 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 blah. He always does that. But yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I think Adele. She's in Bewitched. I had her CD. So great. Yeah.
But do you know her?
Yeah, we met her a week before she went into
I think
the
she
house.
wanted to tell us she was going into the house, but she never got the opportunity
She was
to
kind
tell
of
us.
looking at us like this.
She's kind of
and
like,
then I think she was trying to give us signals that she was going into
we
the
just didn't
Big
take
Brother
those
house.
signals. but anyway, yeah, it'd be great.
I thought I didn't pick up those signals of going to Big Brother house, but I thought it was something else. Then I realised
She
she's
has
married.
been one of the quieter housemates, but the last week we have seen... OK, moving on to Mr. Gary Busey. He is the last American standing.
He's a rock star.
Charlotte, could he be the first American to ever win Celebrity Big Brother?
I think he probably could be the way everyone's screaming for him, but I really don't want him to win. I'm not that bothered.
If he says he's going to buy a house in the UK and he can stay here forever, then I think he might win, because then the public are like, yes, he's going to stay in the UK forever.
He could be best friends with Tara Reid, so...
He could be best friends with Tara Reid. Lauren, what do you think? Does Gary stand a chance?
100%. He's been saying it from day one. He's here to the end. And do you know what? I know Gary's hard work, but for me, he makes me laugh, and I'm intrigued by things he has to say. And he's a legend. So, and he's 70 years old.
I had a really good question for Lauren then, and you've just buzzed me.
He's got a good smile.
Frenchie's joined us this evening. OK, let's move on. Let's move on to George. He's held his own against some of the bigger characters in the house. Lauren, do you think George could go all the way tomorrow?
Definitely. He's a character. He's a proper, deep Essex boy. He's chat the lads. He's funny. He's real. And he's just... I love him, and I'd love him to be there the whole way.
I was going to say, who wants George to win?
I think George has got a very good chance. I think from the clip you showed before, he's already had his prize anyway. And but I think Gary might just nick it.
I think George's an all-round nice guy.
He's having a minute. George can't win it. He's playing the women, and I think that might let him down. I think that might let him down. Exactly.
I think George to win.
George isn't playing the women. George is a young man in that house. Can't quite believe his luck.
The women are playing him.
OK, finally, everybody, the Brad Pitt of ballroom. Hold on. He did say it. He did say it. We clarify this every night. He did say it. OK, so he's used to top marks on the dance floor. What does he get from you, boys?
He gets a 7. He actually gets a upside down 7.
We've seen
an L. An L for...
We've seen him say...
Awkward silence. Continue, Emma.
We've seen him saying tonight's show that he doesn't care what the public thinks. Lauren, do you think he does?
Yeah. 100%. Things with James, deep down, I've spoken to him loads of times. I know he's playing a game, but he isn't a bad guy. He's very, very sensitive and very insecure.
I was thinking... one little bit of positivity for James.
He's
Ricky.
hilarious.
He's funny. He's funny.
I've got to say...
So funny.
One of the best housemates ever. Very quickly, who should win?
Gary.
Audley, Dee, or George.
Audley.
Dee or James.
OK, so one of them will win tomorrow, but more importantly, it's time to find out who has won this week's Throwback Thursday. Take a look at this.
Yeah, we didn't get to chat last night. I didn't want to talk. I didn't. You know what I mean? I just thought better I just leave it.
Yeah, no, and I respect that.
Because obviously you started the Audrey thing. Because remember from there
years ago.
Right. So I others don't know. So that people think, it's a joke. He's okay with, and I'm okay with it till a point. Then I said to George, look, you need to cut it out now. And he said, yeah, I've got it. You know what I mean? And you were there as well when I said it. So I said, that's enough now. And then when you lot brought it up again and you lot were going on, I was like, we put that aside.
Listen, I have utmost respect for you, and I wish you all the best in your career. And I think you're mentally, you're going to come back and do something good. And I would never, ever purposely... I like to jest, I like to joke, and I promise you, I didn't mean it in a malicious way at all. And, again, it's just a miscommunication problem. I promise you, don't take it personally, you know what I mean?
Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. I feel a goosey flyby coming on.
It's freedom.
Thanks, Goose. Here is the very last news of the series. At 1:36 this afternoon, all the housemates gathered in the diary room to talk to the people they love best, the box viewers.
Gary.
Yes.
You know that TEAM stands for Together Everyone Achieves More.
Yeah.
But can you tell us what you think BOTS stands for?
Bring on the sugar.
Tomorrow night, you will find out what's been happening in the outside world over the past 4 weeks.
Listen.
But which one piece of information are you desperate to find out?
Football scores, Caitlin's GCSE results.
I want to know is who am I going to be fighting when I get out?
Oh, champ, you're fighting me next.
Yeah, I'll answer your
A-Force
question.
versus D-Force.
I want to know who's number one in the music charts.
You talking to peace?
No, I do.
I want to know if he really loves me. I want to know every heartbeat.
Don't know the words.
Don't say, you guys don't say he, say she.
I want to know who my wife's dancing with on Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah, I want to know that.
Tomorrow night's BOTS is an old-school Hollywood musical extravaganza.
Oh my God. Hey, Buddy Holly, right here.
Uh-huh.
Please make sure you're all wearing your glad rags.
The word glad rags is taken many ways in America.
No,
Please explain more, Gary.
Glad rags is something you wear for feminine hygiene.
we call them a different type of rag, but hey-oh.
Glad rags is also a term in America for the 20s, for the flappers of Charleston and the...
Charleston.
Oh, the Charleston.
Bop, 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 bop,
Everybody gonna do the rap with me.
All certified.
There you have it.
Insane.
Hey, bit on the side. It's been great entertaining you. Hope you had fun.
Bit on the side. I hope you've enjoyed me winding up the house. Some people bite a lot more than others. But hey, I'm still here and I'm still winding them up.
Yo, Butts, I used to be one of you. I'm going to be one of you again. I love you all to bits. Can't wait. Rylan, hope you're still looking sexy.
Rylan!
Up the butts! Bum, 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 bum.
Up the butt.
Up the butts!
Oh, I was like, up the butt?
Butts rule! Butts rule! Wow!
Box, it's box, not butts. Box.
Up the butts!
You know Rylan?
Rylan?
Yeah.
You interviewed us.
Oh my gosh, I
The
don't
tall
know
guy.
him yet, but maybe I do in past life.
You've met him?
You've met him.
Oh, okay, good, I know him.
BB Butts! BB Butts! BB Butts! BB Butts! BB Butts! BB Butts!
Can you let me out, big brother? It's bad enough in that big open space out there, let alone in here.
Oh, yeah, because you're really sane, aren't
Love you, BB Butts!
BB Butts, BB Butts, BB Butts, BB Butts, BB Butts, BB Butts.
And that was the last. Hello, boys.
What's up, Emma? We're reporting live from the control room. Can I get a yeah? Yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Okay.
Boys, do you know what?
Anyway,
They never talk normally.
these
got them
people
to talk.
are working. Anyway, they actually are working.
they've
Anyway,
got their serious face
We've
on.
got the news. As you can see, there's a lot of activity going on in the house. Housemates have been getting creative to pass the time. James wrapped Adele in cling film, and she returned the favour and wrapped him in cling film in case he went off. And guess what, Emma? You know Gary?
Yeah.
He's been teaching Dee and James how to goose honk. They've been honking and goose honking like crazy, like honk, honk. They're like, ah.
Boys, can you honk?
That was my attempt to honk. And John, I don't think mean that type of honking. Or like, I don't know how to goose honk. What sound does I know quack quack, you know, a duck. But what sound does a geese make?
I don't know, John.
Meow? No one even knows. Okay, John, this isn't a farm program, okay? Housemates also had their own pool party this afternoon and oddly completed the famous Dirty Dancing lift.
No.
For guess what, Emma?
What?
You know what? No, something
John, lift me up.
Okay, go. Oh, what are you doing?
Hey, go on, do it.
Go. Okay, and
That didn't
some
really work out.
exclusive behind-the-scenes news. George and Adele have been snuggling on the couch. Oh, Adele, I love you. Let me see your Lucky Charms. Oh, no, not me Lucky Charms, George. Oh, Adele. Oh, here's one Lucky Charm. Here's two Lucky Charms. Here's me pot of gold. Okay, I don't know what we're talking
That's
about.
it, boys. We're going to end it right there.
There's so much more news. We've got
It's
so much
okay.
more news.
Just keep watching for us. Keep watching.
All right. Thank you,
Bye.
guys. It's been Jedward.
Okay, now over the years, Celebrity Big Brother has given us some amazing celebrity champions. So should we take a little wander down Channel 5's Hall of Fame? Celebrity Big Brother house, this is Emma. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. And the winner of Celebrity Big Brother is...
Paddy! Denise! No! Julian! Ryland!
Charlotte! Jim! Should have been Spidey. Okay, so that's... I'm only joking, Ryland. So that's our previous winners, but who will be added to that Hall of Fame tomorrow? That, my friends, is entirely down to you. Who wins?
You decide!
This week, Audley, Dee, Edel, Gary, George and James all face a public vote. Who wins? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to win. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to win. For Audley, add 01. For Dee, add 04. For Edel, add 05. For Gary, add 07. For George, add 08. For James, add 09. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's live final. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. OK, it's time to get digital. Ian, what's happening on that there web?
Well, head over to the poll section on our app because we've got a poll there for you to vote for your favourite moment of the series, OK? So that wraps things up nicely. And we've got some tweets on who should win and why.
OK, yeah.
So Banters says Audley because he's true to himself and isn't playing any games.
OK.
Yeah, cheers. Shane Reaction, Dee is my winner. The Duchess of Solihull task made her a CBB legend.
Yeah.
Seems to be some changed opinions
Yes.
since the old days there. Becky Cave says, has to be Edel. She's wonderful, kind and a superstar and an inspiration. Powerful wording there. Maggie O'Turbot says, Gary to win. He's been at the centre of everything worth talking about on the show.
Running short.
How boring would it have been without him? And Mo Burgess says, George to win. He's an ordinary bloke. He's funny and caring.
Ian, thank you very much. Before we go, we have to send love and thanks to Richard Smith, our executive producer and my best friend. Thank you for the most wonderful years. You will be missed. It's the penultimate show, done and dusted. We're back tomorrow with the finale, and Ryland will have the Celebrity Big Brother after show party. See you tomorrow night.